Good morning, Ramon. Good morning, Team Steam. I missed you guys yesterday. It was a busy day. It looked like for sports, a busy day for Discord. We finally found out who the Ember Eldridge is. The crazy cat lady from Discord. And she put in her favorite meal. So all we need now is Ramon to put what he wants for his favorite lunch and for Mark to put in what he wants for his favorite breakfast. So congrats, Ramon. I mean, not quite, first. I'm sure you kind of feel like you're, San Diego State team in a way, always a bridesmaid, Ramon.
I thought maybe it was your alter ego, or maybe the crazy cat lady, Ember. She wins. Congratulations
Yeah,
to
I feel
Ember.
like it might be, right? I only got 3 cats though.
Awesome job by Ember to pick it and to have the Connecticut Husky. She had a pup going all the way and winning the bracket competition with the win. Looking at it, probably just try to not fiddle around with those small well, I don't know, Florida Atlantic. I guess everyone who didn't get where they needed to go maybe made a Florida Atlantic mistake in there. It feels like that's what cost me anyway. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another week of the Morning Steam. It's our Monday now, I think.
Right.
Wednesday. You want daytime baseball, Mindy? You got it. I'm going to give you every single game except for one is going to be a matinee. And we're getting around to, don't throw everything that I've said about overs out the window. But
I'm doing it.
Down to the start of the rotation again. So we might get a few more unders. Yesterday was just one game over 500 for overs in Major League Baseball. So start to say hello to everyone in the chat and welcome to another week of Morning Steam. We'll try to get you on some winners. It's tough. Everyone, I see the frustration. You guys, it's okay to leave it alone. Mindy and I do have to make picks, but in the NBA, look, I feel, it's tough. And there are winners out there, but I just don't remember going through the last few years when we know that down there at the bottom, all the teams are tanking a little bit. Remember the last three, the last teams, they get equal amount of balls. So it's not like there's jockeying for position at the bottom. But I just can't remember spreads going up to 17 and a half, 19 and a half, 18 and a half. I mean, I thought before in past years, yeah, maybe come April there was some, 13, double digits, more double digits certainly, but I just don't remember spreads, and then just increasing throughout the day, even with I don't want to say because of the injury report, but just weak lineups, the weaker teams ended up laying 20. I found myself buying points and like taking teams with 25 points at minus 220 and stuff like that because it just seemed like what's going on.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I kind of felt the same way like Scotch. I had the Spurs there and couldn't quite get it done either. But then had the Pistons covered by like a half a point. So it's one of those just kind of crazy days that hopefully we can, get back to some sort of a normalcy here soon.
Yeah, well, I'm worried because I see the comment about these teams in the NBA and stuff like that. So let's say hello to everyone. I see some comments in there as well today, and we got you missed well, you didn't miss it. I mean, you had premium, you had your picks and everything, but man, what a day yesterday, and maybe just a little too much. As far as the cards were concerned, maybe just became a bit of a jumble at the end. So, hello everyone, welcome to Scott is here today. He was first, and Ron is here blowing the steam. Ron's here. Blake is here. He's been playing the Yerfie. Thomas Lewis. Scotch is here. Here's DT in here today. Here's, let's see, anybody? Louise. Buenos dias, amigos. Desde Mexico. Okay. And Stephen Beer here today as well. Thank you, you guys. So, Mindy, I mean, there's enough games to go around, but I mean, you do have
Right.
8 games. And, looking at it on the, yeah, there's a few that maybe stand out. Watch out. I mean, I guess if you like the favorites, you might consider them now, the way these spreads are going, right? Hello to
Correct.
Curtis. So I just saw in the Discord a lot of people they'll distraught with some of the basketball teams, spreads, games, and I don't think it's going to stop at this point. So I think that's where the focus is as far as maybe just throw those teams out if you want. Don't get involved with those teams that are out of contention, even if they're playing contentious teams. It's only advice. I mean, I might still find. I'm going to look at every game myself. Blake wants to get going with the Masters tomorrow. Maybe we could get it in the Discord. I just think that with tomorrow being the start of the tournament, probably should get something going today. But I don't know if we have time here on the show today to do it. I don't want to, trouble Mindy too much with it, but we'll see. But I love the Masters. Yep. Stephen Beer. I'd call them the Pistons. Why not? Why not call them the Tigers, the Pistons at this point? That's why I'm glad the Red Wings are doing something,
Right.
These other Detroit teams. All right. We'll head over to Tony'sPicks.com real quick, Mindy, just to see what went on yesterday with the crew.
All right.
Tony's got his videos up for today's basketball action. I don't know about baseball yet. I'm worried, Tony. All these days he'll be on right after, I'm sure. He'll start uploading after, or maybe during if it's just
Right.
videos. We'll see. But with all these day games, I didn't see his picks, and I wanted to know Tony's picks. That's where we're at. Tony'sPicks.com.
That's where we're at.
So, all right. Let's head on over and see who did what yesterday at the website and take a look at the standings for the day. It was Tiffany. Mindy, she had 12. How did you come up with 12? Well, it was a big card, but plus 383. Nice job, Tiffany. There's Sean, 3-0. Like I said, the going
Light
must
day.
have been tough. Well, right. Well, a light day as far as,
The leaderboard,
yeah, because it was a busy day in sports, certainly. It was a huge day. Sean did a nice job, 3-0. Daniel and Rafi, 2-1. Good job. For the week right now, the GM is really holding court right now at 62%, 8 plus 844 there, the units. Daniel Walasachuk also pretty strong right there, 62.5%. Plus 757. Collins Brown, 490 this week. Rafi Riddles. Tiffany, of course, going to be in the green, and Sean. And for the last 30 days, I'm still on top of that leaderboard. Hollywood Sam right there, Tiffany and Nick. Collins, Rafi, Daniel, and Tony T. Hey, head on over to our website, Tony'sPicks.com. There you'll find our premium picks. Absolutely our best picks every day. Here at Tony's Picks, use the promo code Tony T at checkout. Save 20% off all of our premium pick packages. Mindy, daytime baseball and basketball and hockey tonight. We'll cover them all in just a moment. What are you going to do about this daytime baseball?
Well, I have a 5-pack of plays available for this daytime baseball. So you could definitely go ahead and check that out. Also have one play put in for the National Hockey League. And then I will have something soon on the NBA. Just did not quite get it all completed here before the show this morning.
We'll check out Mindy's 5-pack of plays for Major League Baseball, $30 for today. And everything is in the daytime except for one night game, Toronto and Kansas City. Yeah, your Royals are going to be in action tonight with their ace. going
Did you put it
today.
in quotes? Ace.
Everything else, yeah, everything else is in the daytime. They're going to get going in about 3 hours here,
Wow.
3 hours and 20 minutes. So
They're
get
probably already
going,
warming up.
right? They're at the park, and we haven't even made a pick yet.
Right.
So it's all day games. Believe we're not kidding. So Mindy loves her daytime
I
sports. She's
do.
going to get them here today for sure. And also check out her other play there, the hockey play, her $15 guaranteed best bet today over at Tony's Picks. Check out the premium picks tab, and there you'll find all of our handicappers with their packages for today's action on Wednesday.
So what about you, Ramon? What you got going today?
Well, I'm going to be involved in this Major League Baseball card, but I don't know what I'm doing until I hear from you, Mindy. So let's get started with the show so we can get on with it. I can get some premium picks going. Check it out here. A few more comments.
Yeah, Thomas has given us a sneak peek of his life. Pocket texting.
Let's check that out. Steven about his Toronto teams there. Blake, I think you're dreaming here. I think Phil's just taken, basically a victory lap this year just to be back in the tournament. A little bit of drama, with these guys. I don't know. I guess it's supposed to all go away. Parlay J looks like was that yesterday's action there? Or that today? Let's see. Yeah, that's yesterday because I see Canes game. And then Bulls. No one's going to be on the Bulls today. That's for sure. On the way that they were ragging on them in the chat last night.
Right.
Or maybe they'll come back with them, but it's going to be hard after Ron. Now they had a big day. Okay, I see. I don't know. I try to interpret what the random text says, but have you ever sent a wrong picture to the wrong person?
That would be a no. I
Okay.
have not done that before. But I do know like some people that like say would do the "I love you" to their boss or stuff like that. I always thought that was pretty funny. Like, I didn't mean to send that to my boss. Funny.
Baseball's first, Steven. We got to get this baseball
That's
going
for
for
sure.
the day games today. So we're gonna get a lot of business advice now here for
Business
Solo. Hello as well. Let's get started with the show. 13 baseball games today. All right. Free picks, rapid fire coming your way now. And we'll just try to get some winners out of this and clean up yesterday's action. Here we go.
All right.
Louise wants the Bulls, he says here already. TJ is here today as well. And Mindy, what is that?
Well, I think it's a trident. Yeah, but I don't know what that means exactly.
Could be Mariners, could be ASU, could be Fork.
There you go. Right.
What I'm gonna be doing with my lunch. All right, we'll get started here with the early action starting at 12:30 Eastern, 11:30 Central, 9:30 Pacific between the Cubs and the Reds. This should be the opening day game right here, Cubs and Reds. So I'm still hot on the overs, Mindy, but I might have a few unders today just because of, like I said, we're coming back around to the kind of the start of the rotation. So maybe there'll be a little bit more pitching, but again, as I've been saying on the shows right now, I still think more runs are coming. We're seeing more and more incidents of runs every day. Different things are going on that indicate to me that scoring will continue to increase. These totals are rather modest today, but it could be that we're going to get a few more normal scores when we're at the top of these rotations, at least the first couple times around. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I think I'm gonna probably look at a lot of totals today. I think I need to kind of check and see how these pitchers gonna do this second round. Some look like they kind of tanked early on. Not so sure all that's gonna happen again here today. So we'll see, right? I'm gonna go ahead and take the under here, under 8.5. Whenever that total is set to that 8.5, it's 16-5 to the under head to head between these two teams. Gonna take the under today, Ramon.
All right. Mindy, on the under with the Cubs and the Reds, the steam definitely, I think indicates came in on the over there. You see it now at 8.5, and I know, I think it was 8, maybe juiced to the over yesterday. So, I'd say almost officially that was some pretty serious steam that came in. I kind of like the move that you have here, I think, though, in this one, Mindy, with the under. That's what I'm saying. You got Green in there. Yeah, we're playing in Cincinnati, but Green's supposed to be the man here for the Reds. Stroman, I don't, I'm not saying his career's. I think this is the right spot for him with the Cubs right now. I think that's about as perfect a situation for Marcus Stroman. I'm never going to count his heart out in any game, even an early season game. Let's see what the chat has to say. Stephen Beer says he wants Cubs money line and under. He wants the under with you. I'll go with you, Mindy. I'm gonna just get on it right now with you on this under. Like I said, right now I'll still take a few unders when I can find it. Here's Butterscotch, and he's our Chicago correspondent. Look at the logo. He's got that's obviously at Wrigley Field somewhere, I would think.
Right.
He's got a Budweiser in his hand, I'm sure.
Yeah, I can't quite tell what the picture is.
Well, I know he's in front of a Cubs logo. That's awesome. And I've never been to Wrigley Field. I'm embarrassed to say.
I have not been yet either.
Oh my gosh.
Went to when it was Comiskey, but that was it.
Hello to C-Spill here today. And looks like Scotch has a little prop action here in this one. Darren says Cubs should win. And here's TJ wants under in full game and first 5. So, okay, Mindy, let's take an under here. Definitely worried a little bit on these unders, but this is one where as soon as I saw it go to 8.5, I was kind of already interested maybe in an under, and that kind of sealed the deal a little bit for me. And the fact that you came in on it, I'm okay with that at this point. Yeah, like I said, today I do have a few more unders. Here's a Nerfy question mark here. So, and TJ giving out a few other plays. TJ says, he, and again, no IV yet, though.
A little too cold yet.
Yeah. All right. All right, let's check it out here with the next one. And we got ourselves a play.
All right. Way to start. Number 1.
Phillies and the Yankees here. The Yankees are minus $1.60 or so now. It's going up a little bit. Total 7 under 30.
Yeah, I mean, I like where Cole was, that first outing, even though I thought the Giants might have a little bit of a chance in that one. Nola just hasn't been, great at all. I'm still going to go ahead and take a look at over the total in this one. In last 6 meetings, it's 4-1-1 to the over, 7-1-1 in the last 9 total. I still think this one's going to go over here today, even though I think Cole is decent. I still think he'll probably give up a couple.
Hello to Jamal Jones here today.
Hello.
All right. Let's see what else we got. Anybody in the chat? Butterscotch on the Yankees. That's where I'm going. Look, $1.60. I'll take them today against the Phils at this point. Stevens on them too. I don't know what this one is. Plus a run with the Yankees?
Just took the line. Yeah, probably. Probably put it with UConn.
Okay. Well, I mean, plus one has got to be minus
a bunch.
250 or more, I would think. So C-Spill wants the under here going against you, I think, there, Mindy. TJ on the Yankees. Here's Solo. And we'll see about that. Who else has a problem with the pitch clock? Manny Machado. Gerardo will take the dog today on these Phillies. I don't want them today. I want Cole. I'll take the Yankees. Mindy on the over here. Phillies and Yankees today. All right. Rays and Nationals. Oh, man. Poor Nationals. Boy, it's only the first week of the season, and they're a $2 dog here. McClanahan and Corbin, a couple left-handers on the hill. 245, total 8 over 15.
Yeah, National straight up had that game last night and gave up what, like, I don't know, 8 runs in the top of 9 or something. It was crazy. But again, I still am looking at some runs here today. Gonna go over that total again. Corbin has that 6 ERA, 3-1-1 the last 5 meetings to the over as well. I still think they're gonna be hitting the ball around, Ramon. Going over.
Okay, Mindy on the over here with the Rays and the Nats. The Rays they mounted a big comeback. I had them as a premium. I didn't feel real proud about it when it was all said and done. I think this is over here in this one for Solo. Here's Rays and the over for Steven. Butterscotch is willing to lay the run line with Tampa Bay in this one. I mean, I guess you got to at 250 or so. And everybody's with you on the over here. You guys don't think McClanahan can shut down the Nationals today at minus 245? You guys expecting a little bit of a slugfest? Hello to Burley here today. Hi, Burley. Well, I'm gonna try Tampa. I don't want, this run line, any run line right now is kind of scaring me at this point, even with the Nats after seeing what happened yesterday. So, but they did go on to blast them, no doubt about it. All right, TJ says he'll do it. And here's a Yurfie for Blake. I'll take the Rays. I'll lay a run and a half here.
Take the Yurfie.
I almost said goal and a half. Probably going to do that a few times.
Probably.
Jamal just lay the money line. It looks like Rays are going to score all the runs. Yeah, probably. Okay. Parlay J says Corbin's going to give up the over by himself. Oh, boy. All right. Well, I thought it would, I didn't go with Mindy because I thought maybe that McClanahan's going to come in, shut him down. Yeah, the Rays got a lot of runs. No doubt. And I'm the one that's saying go over in every game, but
got to pick your spots, Ramon, right?
Burley says
they're not all going to go over.
No. All right, the Twins and the Marlins here. Lopez and Luzardo. In this one, I'm showing it's Lopez, $1.15, 7 over 20.
Yeah, I mean, this is another one where Luzardo, we talked about on the first outing. He had a good outing there versus the Mets. But again, this one, I think we're going to get back to the scoring. I don't think we're going to have this 1-0 game, 2-0 game like we had yesterday. The over 3-1-1 in Miami, 6-2-1 in the last 9 meetings there as well. Don't really expect the low scorer, even though I like these pitchers. So I'm going to take over the 7.
Right, Mindy goes over 7. Yeah, I've got some model here that says 7.5, but I'm going to end up with the Twins again in this one. I tried to go against Alcantara yesterday, didn't work out for me, but here comes Fernando on the Twins today. Steven wants the Twins and the under. TJ will take the Marlins though. And here's a Nerfy from Gerardo. Butterscotch on Minnesota, Solo on Minnesota. Everybody's still pretty hot on Minnesota. I am too today in this one against Miami. Is Minnesota for real though, or are they just off to a good start?
They look good. I think they got some pop in their bats.
Yeah, and I guess you can't go wrong in that division. Maybe it'll work, works out for them. All right, Mindy on the over. I'm on the Twins. Here we go. The Atlanta Braves are going to take on the St. Louis Cardinals here. The Braves, Bryce Elder, Mikolas for the Cardinals. The Cardinals favorite here $1.30. This is the highest total on the board today at 9 over 15.
Well, I still think it can get there. I'm going to go over this total. The Braves alone have scored 7 runs in 3 of their last 5 games. They also hit right-handers pretty well. Mikolas gave up a ton of runs. I'm going to go here with over that 9.
All right. Butterscotch will take the Braves as an underdog, but Fernando will take the team total under. Here's Blake. He wants the over in the game and the Yerfie. Steven wants the Cards and over. So, well, one thing's for sure. The chat kind of likes the over here. They're kind of split on the side. Solo likes the Braves. I like the Cards. I like the Cards at home with Mikolas at $1.30 here against Atlanta today. Mindy will be on the over. All right. No more comments from the chat on that one. Let's move on. Pirates and Red Sox. The Red Sox here minus $1.45, 8.5. Oh gosh, 8.5 over 15. Let me make sure of that one, Mindy, because there definitely was some 9s, and this one's been steamed down to 8.5 over 15. Interesting.
Well, I'm going to take the Pirates here on the run line. I'm not sure how Kluber's going to come out. I thought he was going to have a good outing in the opener. And it's one of those, I don't know if the Pirates can keep this up forever, right? I like how they're playing, though. Red Sox are just giving up a ton of runs here. The bullpen's bad still for the Red Sox. I don't know. I'm going to give the Pirates a chance here. I'm going to take them plus 1.5 runs here.
I'm going to give the Pirates a big chance. I'll go with you on the run line since you want to go on the run line. I was willing to play the money line here, I think, in this one with the Bucks today. But, I'm minus $1.55 doesn't thrill me. But if you want to add the handicap, I want to play this game with you for our team's team and take the Pirates. I feel pretty strong here about the Pirates today. I think they've been pretty decent so far. And let's see what's going on with the chat in this one. Red Sox over and a Yerfie here for Blake. Yeah, that's Red Sox, not Reds Ox. We know that.
I do love me some oxtails, though.
Well, if I see a red ox on the field, here's Steven wants the Pirates as well. He will sprinkle the money line. So that kind of covers exactly what we were talking about. Blake on the Red Sox. TJ wants looks like he wants to go over here.
For sure.
Yeah, looks like he was going to buy it down, but he doesn't have to anymore. Darren's on the Bucks money line, so he's flying the flag. All right, sounds good. Let's take it. I like the Bucks in this one for sure. Corday's here today, and he likes the Pirates on the money line. Hello to Corday. And Butterscotch says he likes the under, but he wants to check the weather report first. And I think the weather report might be built into the line today, Scotch.
Win.
It's already got steam to the under here. All right, the Mets and the Brewers, Peterson and Burns. Burns, not major Burns.
Corporal
This is
Burns?
Corbin Burns. Well, I just noticed on the that Nurse Abel passed away today.
Oh.
If you're a MASH, yeah, sounds like you're a MASH fan.
I always watch
Abel.
MASH. It was like 6:30 in the evening, or like right before dinner.
Yeah, Nurse Abel passes away. Mike Farrell's wife, I think, played Nurse Abel, and just noticed that as I was coming on the air. All right. C-Man says, wind's blowing out in that other game. That's okay. I want under. All right, Mets and Brewers here. Scotch coming in with some locks today, but I guess we just haven't got to that part of the schedule yet. All right, Mindy, the Mets and the Brewers, Burns and Peterson. And in this one, the Brewers favored $1.30, maybe $1.35 now. Could be going up 7.5 over -15.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I have to keep going over this total with the way the Brewers are hitting the ball. I mean, they've been pretty much on fire. The over 6-1 now in the last 7 meetings here, head to head. I feel like any day the Mets might maybe catch a little fire. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I think we can get over the total here again today.
I think we can get over the total here today as well. I want to take the over in this one. Over 7.5. Or is it 7.5? Yeah, I want to go 7.5. And let's see here. Looks like Blake is on the over with us. And Stephen Beer, he thinks the Brewers might put up a big number here.
It kind of seems
Peterson,
like that, right?
maybe, but Peterson might be okay in this spot. Something's wrong with the Mets lineup, Butterscotch says. Here's Solo wants the over with us. We'll take an over here with the Mets and the Brewers today. TJ's putting in some plays. All right. I'll take over 7.5 with Mindy. Mets and Brewers. All right. Make note of that. Steven says the Brewers have the Mets number. They're beating them up. Butterscotch says he's got Burns to bounce back. I don't know. Okay. Take a look here at the Orioles and the Rangers in this one. Jake DeGrom, he's going to try it again. He's a $1.80 favorite. I guess he didn't watch the last game.
Right.
And here he is, $1.80, maybe even higher now at this point. The total has dropped here, 7.5 over 15, and I do see some 8s. And I thought the steam came in on the over. Confused all of a sudden. I need you, Mindy Hahne, to
All right.
tell me what's going on.
I'll try to help. I'll do my best.
Yeah.
I'm going over, Ramon. I know DeGrom here is on the mound. I know he's pretty good, but geez, these two teams keep scoring no matter how you look at it. I mean, I think the 2-0 game was an anomaly. I think there's going to be lots of hits here again today. I'm going to go over the total.
Right, Mindy going over. Baltimore and the Rangers. That's where the steam kind of came in. I'm maybe just too confused to know what's going on with this total at this point. I need more
information.
Well, maybe need more information is what I'm thinking, because I don't mind this total over actually. Man, at 7, now that I see that 7.5, I'm probably gonna end up with you on this one. Let's see what the chat says. I'm starting to feel like it's the right call for Mindy. Here's Blake says Orioles, TJ Rangers. Woo! Rangers run line. I better take it. Might be allergic to run lines here. Steven says Rangers run line solo on the Orioles here. And Butterscotch, Texas minus a run and a half. So still some confidence in Texas. Thank you, TJ. And I think I'm gonna get on this over here with Mindy. I think I'm gonna have to, especially at 7.5 right now. Yeah, here it was. I said I was going to end up with some unders today, and now I'm going to go back to the over, thinking in the back of my mind. I can't. I keep hearing Mindy saying over, and I keep thinking of,
We had one under.
how I feel. Well, I understand. I know, but I was so hot on yesterday's. Hey, the games just barely went over. Hello to Mark's Reviews here today. He's got Orioles in this one. Corday, first 5 on the Orioles, plus a half a run. All right, let's take the over. Orioles and Rangers over 7.5. All right. The Tigers and the Astros. I liked the Tigers yesterday. Gave them out on the afternoon show. We did a little rundown of the games, and they look pretty sharp. And I'd say, watch out for the Tigers. Come on. Give these guys a chance early in the season to make some noise. And here the Astros, of course, are a big favorite, 260, 7.5 under 20.
This is another one where I'm going to go over the total. Tigers keep scoring runs here. I know Javier, he's only allowed like 1 run versus this Tigers team in about the last 11 innings or so, but it's a new year, Ramon. The over is 3-1-1 in the last 5 games here. I'm going to go over that 7.5 today.
I'm going over in this one. Heck yeah, I am. Why is it just to the under? Even I know Christian Javier, I get it. Maybe Eduardo too. Good pitcher here for the Tigers, but I don't know. I mean, at 270, Houston's supposed to put up some runs. I think they might. So let's do it. Parlay J. Oh my god. Oh, your
Your
pick
dog
was
was
so bad,
embarrassed of your
the
baseball
dog
pick?
ran away. That's really bad. He says you weren't taking enough dogs. That was it. He said you were on too many favorites. Blake says it right here. Look, it's going to be hard to go under 7.5 the way things are going right now. So is this Tigers money line for C-Spill?
Bet in the house on it, he said. Bet in the house.
That's not what he means, is it?
I think it is.
Oh, jeez.
I think it's the second time he said it.
Astros and under, though, here for Stephen Beer. I like what the Tigers bats are doing. Yeah. TJ's on the over here, I think, with us. Butterscotch says, roll with Detroit again. Hello, Fernando Mendoza. Scott Smart's here today. I think we said that already, but there's he is on the over here with us.
I think he just changed his profile pic.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So at a wedding or a dance or
Looks like maybe like a military ball. Is that what it looks like?
oh yes, that very well could be. It looks
Can't
like
tell.
Yeah.
I wish they were bigger so I could actually see what all you folks look like. It's kind of fun to know who you're talking to.
And here's let's see, Astros money line, or Astros run line here for TJ, and yeah, Mindy looks like he's wearing his Marines outfit there, uniform outfit, not a costume. I mean, it's that's the real deal right there. Is that Scott? Thank you for your service. How's that? If that's got to be you, unless
because otherwise I'm going to walk this way 1975.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I understand. Yeah, not great with putting two and two together with the names, but I'm starting to get it, and all right. Here we go. Another the Giants and the White Sox. And this one, the White Sox are minus $1.35, 7.5 under 15. Can't stop.
Ramon, I'm going over again. I like Dylan Cease, though, a lot. I like Webb. I like that these guys throw lots of strikes. But, geez, it's just I keep seeing all this scoring. The over 6-1-1 in the last 8 meetings here between these two. And the last 8 in Chicago head-to-head. I feel like I got to keep going over the total. Maybe it will all happen in the later innings. I don't know. But that's where I'm headed. Going over.
Okay. Mindy on the over here, and I get it. These two teams have definitely put up a few runs in the
Oh, I got
game.
some strikeout pitchers going my way there. I
So
know, I
far.
know.
I know. I'm gonna take the White Sox here in this one, minus $1.35, $1.40, whatever it is. I'm gonna come in on the White Sox today at home in the day game against the Giants. Let's see what you guys are up to. Stephen Beers on the White Sox. Here's Butterscotch wants to be on the under in this one, and that might be.
I know if you don't
We might
agree.
find an under. I don't know. Giants here for Solo. Okay. So, some opinion there in the chat. All right. The Guardians on the road here against the Athletics, $1.25 with Gaddis. And the total is 8 over 15.
So I might be going over the total again in this one, Ramon. I like the Guardians. I like the pop in their bats as well, especially versus the A's. I mean, we've had quite the shootout in that first one, 11-12. I'm going to take the over. It's 3-1-1 the last 5-ish meetings in Oakland. I mean, it's just one of those like the numbers just haven't really been great for either of these pitchers. So I like the bats better in this game.
All right, Mindy, with the over and the Guardians and the A's citing that high scoring game. It is in Oakland. We think of unders sometimes in Oakland, but I'm not sure. I'll take the A's here today as a dog. I'm gonna. What am I getting here? Plus $1.10 or so. I'll take the A's with Muller. Maybe we're getting the more experienced pitcher a little bit here. Here is. It looks like Steven's on the over here. Butterscotch is on Cleveland in this one. Curtis, didn't get it in time, but he did have a lock there on San Francisco in that last game. Want to mention it at least. Here's Solo with the A's today. He's going to be in there with me taking the home dog. Look, the A's are bad. Cleveland's good, but I'm glad I got some support from Solo here. Steven says what Mindy's thinking.
I don't know if he's mocking me or just saying we're going to do it, but that's kind of.
No, I mean, look, I've been on this channel for a week saying let's take the over in every game, and yet I haven't necessarily followed that rule. But
I did call one under, Ramon, and you agreed. So hey, like we're just picking our spots with these unders here today.
all right. Well, here's a guy who can pitch a little bit. The Angels going to take on the Mariners. You got Ohtani. He's $1.55 today. Seems like a cheap price. If this guy, right now, then I mean this guy is unbelievable. 7 over 25.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a cheap price for him as well, but I'm going to go over the total of 7. I know Ohtani, historically very good, just coming out of the World Baseball Classic on fire. But I feel like the Mariners finally got some runs yesterday. Still going to go over the total here as well. I think none of these bullpens have been looking all that hot to me. Mariners walk a ton of guys. I'm just going to go over the total.
Okay. I do lean to the over, and so I think I'm going to take Yeah, I'm gonna take the over with you, Mindy. If it's 7 over 25, is it? Yeah. I'm gonna check to look at the lines across the marketplace here too. Yeah, it's pretty much 7 over 25 everywhere. So give me one more over. You know, I don't think Otani's going all the way here in this one. So you never know with him though. Let's take another over at 7 runs. I mean, he's great and all, but he won't be
Sure.
in there the whole time, and he's been
The
known to
bullpens
give
are
up a few. But here's Stephen Barry wants the Angels minus the 1.5 solos on the Angels. Scotchlock Angels. TJ Angels. TJ's opposite. He's going back to the NBA. He's not done with the NBA yet. Spill Mariners here. And then Seattle wins the game, Curtis says, because the bullpen will end up giving it up. Parlay says, hey, Angels first 5, got to be worth a look with Otani, right? But that, again, you're laying pretty good price. I think it's even bigger than the,
Yeah, it's
right?
like minus 170 or something, I thought.
Yeah. Yeah. No, we're coming to it, TJ. Stay tuned.
Ramon's just messing with you.
Yep. We're almost done with baseball. We're done with baseball as far as day games are concerned. How about that? Uh-oh. We're backing out of those bets.
Oh, yeah. Your coffee bets.
That's a expensive coffee. Go to Colombia. All right. Hey, Steven's got a question, Mindy. And is MLB harder for totals or is NHL harder for totals?
I think for me, MLB is harder for totals. I just think there's a lot more that can happen to make it unpredictable to me than in the NHL. That's kind of my feeling on that.
Yeah, right. One thing in Major League Baseball, right? Even
At least you have
though,
to deal with weather.
well, look, in NHL, I always say, oh, what's it gonna, it's gonna be 5, 6, or 7, and yeah, it could be 8, it could be 9, it could be 10, it could be 3, it could be 2. In the NHL, you rarely get like 15 or 4, barely ever, right? A couple times a season, maybe. But in baseball, several games will go up into the teens and everything like that. So I think, though, I would have to just point to my NHL totals record. So I guess I'd say NHL is probably like the easiest thing in the world to pick.
Right. I know you have 2 major rules, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And meats here.
We have the meat.
Will it be a pizza, Mindy? For me, I don't know, says Thomas Lewis. Will
I
I be
think he's
too?
deciding to have steak and lobster for lunch.
And let's
Right,
see
Ramon?
here. I don't think so. I don't know if that qualifies. Uh, all right. Let's move on to our night game. The Blue Jays and the Royals.
The blue team versus the blue team.
Blue Jays a big favorite here, $1.80, 8.5 over 15.
Manoa has a 180 favorite. Greinke, I don't know. I guess I'll go ahead and take the Royals on the run line today. Plus 1.5 runs, minus 106. Neither of these pitchers look very good to me, but I don't necessarily trust the Royals to get a win. I'm going to take them on the run line.
Yeah, how can you right now, right? I mean, the way the Royals are going. I mean, man, I just feel like they weren't ready for the season to start or something.
It's like my life story. Unless we
All
can bring
right.
some guys back. Maybe they can get Pedro Martinez back. I don't know. We'll see.
No, I'm on the over in this one, I would think. I'm going to be on the over at 8.5 runs with Manoa and Greinke. Let's see what the chat's up to. You know Steven's going to be on the Blue Jays today. And Butterscotch also wants to lay the 1.5. Here, TJ's on the Jays, Solo's on the over with me. Mindy's on the run line with the Royals, and I'm
The
on the over.
Royals.
That's our night game. Everybody enjoy the game. Enjoy the baseball game tonight, the one game. People will make fun of the schedule, like, why can't baseball figure it out? A beautiful Wednesday night, and there's one game on. Oh well, that's the way they want it. It's getaway, it's getaway day, so that's the way it is. We know how baseball works. You can't always play night games with the way the travel is in baseball. So okay, let's go to the NBA. Everyone
Do we
wants
have
to. Everybody
to?
loves the NBA.
Do we have to?
There's hope. There's hope out there. Don't give up on the NBA just yet. I know we want the regular season to, be over as soon as possible. And here we go. All right. The Knicks are on the road to start us off here against the Pacers. And, I guess this one hasn't gone up to, 1 billion points yet. So maybe you could consider the Knicks. I don't know. But here they are favored in this one by now 8.5 and going up, by the way. So watch out already. The Pacers are 8.5-point dogs now. And the total here is 233.
Oh, I don't know. I don't really like this one, but I'm going to take the Pacers. I know the Knicks are 3-0 over their last 3 here. But the Pacers are 5-1 against the spread in their last 6 games here, playing on a day's rest. I'm going to go with the Pacers in this one, taking the points.
Yeah, no Halliburton. He's out. Julius Randle's out, though, as well. And maybe that equals things a little bit. Miles Turner questionable. It'd be good to have him in there if you're the Pacers. I mean, maybe he's not going to play considering this spread. It has gone up to 8.5 now. I want to see if any reports come, any steam or something here, because that caught me by surprise a little bit. Knicks already up to 8.5. It's about where I, placed it myself. So. But I might be with you here on the pace. Actually, you went with the pace, right?
I did.
Okay, let's see what we got here from the chat. See if they can sway me a little bit. We got TJ on the Knicks. Steven says Knicks double digits. Corday on the Pacers. Pacers don't seem to be kicking it in like some of the other teams at this point. Let's see here. All right. Knicks money line. Got to have Knicks money line on your parlay, says TJ. Thomas Lewis on Indiana. And Butterscotch is on the under. Here's a prop from TJ. Solo on the under here. Oops, let's see. Corday says Knicks have secured their playoff berth. Gary Player likes the Knicks. Curtis Mann, Knicks and under. Kind of like what Corday's saying about the Knicks securing that berth. Julius Randle's got that sprained ankle. Let's go ahead and take the Pacers, Mindy. Right. Plus 8.5 points. Doesn't feel real comfortable, but
right.
I don't know, TJ. You know these professional athletes. These guys, aren't motivated except by money. Seems like to me. I mean, you do get paid extra if you make the playoffs. Nobody cares, if you win playoff series and things like that. All right, here's the Nets on the road, favored by 10.5, total 220.5.
I'm going to take the Pistons here. I like Ivy. I like how he's playing, putting up 30 points a game here. I'm going to take the Pistons. They are 3-1-1 against spread in the last 5 here overall. Like I said, I got a half-point win with them last night. Maybe I'll get a half-point win again today. I'm going to take the Pistons.
Yeah, take note. I mean, I think the spread's kind of gone from 11 to 10.5, and compared to what we're seeing on some of these lopsided games, maybe the Pistons will come up with some type of effort here to make it a closer game, make it a single-digit game. So let's see. Scott Smart's got some action there. Let's Butterscotch on Detroit. Looks like TJ's ready to start teasing these NBA games with those high spreads. Maybe that's what he's suggesting there. Here's Stephen Beer, Pistons. He might even sprinkle the money line here. And hey, I mean, some of these are just right. We're seeing here's the thing with some of those big games, right? We saw the big upset, of course, the big Minnesota Portland game. So like I said, teams sometimes don't even motivate, and I've made fun of Portland all week, bringing guys off the street, and they went ahead and beat them.
Right.
So, C-Spill says Pistons cover but lose. TJ leaning to the Pistons. Butterscotch says he likes, as long as it stays double digits, he's interested in Detroit. I'm going to take the under in this game with Brooklyn and Detroit. I think Brooklyn's starting to show a pretty strong penchant to the under. No bet. Okay. All right. Mindy on Detroit. I'm on the under. Nets and Pistons. All right.
Okay.
Raptors and Celtics, right? Is this a big game? Is it not? The Celtics are now a 4-point favorite. Total down to 224.5.
Yeah, I mean, both teams here 2-1 over their last 3. Celtics putting up 121, Raptors 118. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at the over in this game. Looks like it's actually fallen a little bit here. The over is 6-2 in the Raptors last 8, and 6-2 in the Celtics last 8 overall here as well. I'm going to go over that total of 225.
Yeah, it's definitely falling, and I'm worried about that actually. Mindy, especially from two teams that they kind of tend to go over. So I don't know if I can get on that with you here. Let's take a look at what the chat might be up to. And this one, Nathan's a little behind us. Oh, here he is. Thomas Lewis says Boston plays his good teams difficult. And Steven says he wants the Raptors until I don't know. Fernando, Raptors money line. You guys are on the Raptors here. I'm on the Celtics. I'm on the Celtics for sure in this one. Laying 4 points against the Raptors. They're not, overwhelming covers in this spot, but Toronto not exactly, getting a lot of numbers on the road. I'm going to go ahead and take the Celtics. Mindy will be on the over in this one. Gary Play is on the Celtics. Solo's on the Celtics. Stephen Beer on the over. And TJ on the under. Going against you there. Wizards and Hawks. The Wizards are getting 11 points. Here's one where, the spread's getting a little crazy here. Hawks never beat anybody by this many, right? Hawks 11. Call it 11. 233.5. This total has definitely gone up.
Yeah, I was going to take a look at the Wizards here and these big points. They are still putting up 115 over their rolling average. Hawks 120. Wizards here 4-0 against the spread in the last 4. They're also 6-1 against the spread on Wednesday. Ramon, today's Wednesday. I'm gonna take the Wizards.
Respect the move. Go over in this one at 233.5. I was going to check the Steam machine up here and see if it was reported as Steam because it definitely got a 2-point move. Doesn't indicate that Steam was rolling in, but I'm going to respect the move certainly. I didn't have it any more higher than this, but man, that's a pretty significant jump.
Yeah, 228 to 233. Boom.
Yeah, so I got to give it out as a play here on the show. I'm not going to go premium with it. I was definitely thinking premium early on to go over in that one, so I'll just give it out there. Hi, Nate. Nice to see you here. Thank you. Here's, I think, Solo's going over in this one. Fernando's on the Hawks. GJ says Wizards, Hawks at home, back at Magic's. I'm not sure what he is saying. Butterscotch on Washington here today. No way the Hawks lose this one outright. No way. I think they might. I didn't go with Mindy as I think it might be. I think you'll see that spread moving. I'm like, well, look out. Wizards probably going to be. But Steven says Wizards in over. Here's a prop from Gary talking about Kuzma on the player props today. And, all the Wizards are questionable at this point, but maybe they'll be in there. Kuzma, Beal, KP, they're all listed as questionable. Trae Young, questionable for Atlanta. DeAndre Hunter, questionable. A lot of question marks in this game, but we're here making free sports picks. So we're going to give out a play. I'm going to give out the over in this one.
All right.
Maybe that I think that the spread really hasn't moved too much, but the total has moved over
a lot.
So to me, there's some indication there that maybe some of those players will be playing. So just not quite sure. Hey, I want to give a few updates that are coming in on a baseball game just to let everybody know right now, because these are more early games. So just want to mention that Giancarlo Stanton is not in the lineup for the Yankees today. Also for the Phillies, Josh Harrison is out today with an ankle injury. So a couple of starters there. A little update there on a couple of starters that just came in here on that other game on a baseball, but early games. So got to keep you updated on that. Thomas Washington and over. That would be what Mindy and I are on.
Hooray!
Okay. Yeah, no doubt, Nate.
Getting in those baseball comments.
Well, I just was thinking about. I shouldn't have looked at it because we're talking about the bat, but then I thought about he was talking about the game. That I kind of whiffed on that one. Stephen, our picks aren't jam. I'm gambling on spots mostly. I'm betting the landscape and everything baked in the line type of thing, and would not change my opinion of the game. Now, if Aaron Judge was out, maybe. Hey, look at that. TJ's got a little wizard
emoji, whatever you want to call it.
C-spill on the Hawks. Mindy's on the Wizards. I'm on the over.
All right.
Yeah. Here's the Bulls. Well, find me someone in the chat that wants to take the Bulls today, because they were really.
I think we saw someone, right, already?
Oh, okay. Well, I thought they were saying it in jest, because the chat was not happy with the Bulls.
No, not at all.
The Discord, anyway. So what's going to happen when they take on the Bucks today? And the Bucks are just a 6.5-point favorite in this one. I imagine that's because Giannis is out, Middleton is out. No, they're in. So are the Bucks in a complacency situation here? Nobody likes the Bulls. I know the Bulls are okay. I mean, yeah, they're almost 500, but the Bucks are only favored by 6.5 and dropping. Mindy, I'm just wondering if somehow, some way, by a tip off, if we're not going to see the Buck stars sitting in this one.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not so sure how that's gonna, play out. I guess we'll have to wait and see. But I'm gonna go under the total in case something, I don't know, maybe something like that will happen. It's 7-0 though in the Bulls' last seven road games. In the under is 8-3 in the Bucks' last 11 on no days rest. So I'm gonna go under. Lost a little bit of value, a couple points a
But
basket
yeah,
already. That's where I'm going.
yeah, and I am too. I mean, that's another indicator to me that something with this game, right? And uh, you know, uh, and again, there it is. Scotch says the Bucks. Uh, he's got as a Scotch log. So he says, and he's our Chicago correspondent. He says, "Fade the Bulls." So, all right. That might, to me, that looks pretty solid, actually. Wondering when the move's going to come in on the Bucks. That's what's worrying me. Like there's going to be some personnel situation here. So Thomas, Chicago, Louise on the Bulls, but here's Steven on the Bucks. So it is good. That's the way I'm seeing it. But man, it's bothering me a little bit that the line is low on this game. But again, we're seeing some, unexpected results, I guess. Here's under. It's a strong play from Corday. I agree. I think it's a strong play. It's probably going to be a premium, but it missed 3 points of value. And Mindy says she wants the under. I want the under. So Doubles is here today. Says fade those Bulls. Hi to Howard. Hi to Lucky Power.
Hello.
He says the Bulls didn't even really play yesterday. They just walked out there on the court and stood around. And all right. Well, and why aren't they favored by 10 or more, I would say? Okay. Maybe. So here's TJ with some action. We'll post that. He's got Bucks money line, Rays money line, Yankees money line. Sounds like a parlay.
Sounds like wins. There you go.
TJ on the under. And we're on the under here in this one. Give me the under. Bucks and Bulls with Mindy Hahne. Grizzlies and Pelicans. The Pelicans are favored by 5.5. The total. And there's another dropper. It's down all the way down to 228.5. What was this one? As high as
Jeez, 232?
232-ish?
Man. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and take the Grizzlies here. They're 5-1 against the spread the last 6 meetings here with those Pelicans. Taking the Grizzlies today.
Respect this move. Take the under in this one with the Grizzlies and the Pelicans. Missing out on plenty of value. Get on it now before it goes any lower. I think it might. And that's the way Fernando, I think, is going to be on the under with me. Mindy's on the Grizzlies here. Pelicans win, Grizz cover. A close game here for C-Spill. He likes the over, though, in this one. TJ's got a prop. Shaw under. Thomas Lewis on New Orleans here. I might be with Thomas on this one. Fernando says under. He wants to. Is he going to buy it back up to 232.5? Because this one, there's no doubt, it says 229 on screen. Just because I'm too lazy to change it, it's pretty much 228.5 everywhere. Grizzlies could be in a position to sit their players. Corday says. This one got sent out a much lower number than this, but it's pretty much open at 5 or so. But no indication yet that the Grizzlies that anybody will be sitting other than for some injury purposes, maybe. TJ on the Pelicans, Gary on the Pelicans. And Stephen on the Pelicans. Solo says go under.
Sweet prop right there.
Yeah. I read it wrong at first. I was like thinking of
Ready?
Giddy, and I'm like, wait a minute, he's not on that team. Am I tired? Am I not awake yet? No, he's gonna gritty. He's gonna do the gritty dance.
Dance, yeah.
Butterscotch wants Memphis with you, Mindy. Mindy's on Memphis. Butterscotch is on Memphis. I'm on the under Grizzlies and Pelicans today. I do like these NBA totals today, even though everybody's down on the NBA. I think that the moves are going to pay. The moves are going to be right. I can't out handicap the Sharps at this time of year. Market. I'm going to be trusting the market in this one and figure that I would just be guessing. I'm a handicapper first and foremost, but like I often say, I can't outthink the masses. Or the Sharps, I should say, because, again, some of these are getting, you see some of them still getting bet up. All right, Mavericks, -6 now. 241.5. Here's another dropping total. Six and 241.5.
We're doing the Mavericks. I do not have them covering this one. Kings are 7-1 against the spread in their last 8 road games here, 8-2 in the last 10. I just like the Kings here in this spot, and I like them getting points.
All right. Take the points. 6 points now, and this one was some of the early numbers were a little lower than this, certainly, but this total, another one here, dropping. It was as high as 245.5, which is a massive total. Now it's 241.5. Guess what? It's probably going lower than this, and I like the under. But Mindy, first we have breaking news. We want to welcome our viewer of the day, Michelle Foster.
There we go.
Our viewer of the day, new to the show. Thank you, Michelle. Pleasure to have you. Welcome to the morning steam. Free sports picks 6 days a week with Mindy, Hahne, and I. Sounds like you knew what we were about. Maybe you're just checking in for the first time, so welcome. All right, Parlay J says it's a big game for the Mavs. Pressure's on. I like the Mavs maybe, but I'm going to take the under. Solo looks like on the under. Sputterscotch says Mavs are duck faces. Give me the Kings.
That's the vomit, Ramon. Vomit. They're vomit.
I am just maybe I'm just showing my age. I can't get with these emojis.
It's just hard to see, but
Okay,
it does kind of look like a duck, right? Like it really does. If you look, the farther you get back, the more it looks like a duck with a green bill.
They shouldn't make a vomit emoji. That sounds terrible. Okay. Nathan on the Kings. You guys are all over the Kings in this one. Man, I think Dallas is going to look, I don't ever want to lay down. Everybody knows that, right? But to me, I'm starting to throw out all the season-long trend. I'm done with them. I'm playing spots here. There just doesn't. And I know, Mindy, you're on the Kings. Everybody's on the Kings. I get it. Oh, is that a new hat?
Yeah, it is a new hat. I got a gift yesterday. I don't know if you can see. Here, look. So it has my name on it, and then if I go this way, look it has the dogs on it. Can you see that?
Oh my God! Was it your birthday yesterday?
Juno, Whitney. No, I think it was one that might have been ordered for my birthday. It just took a long time to get here.
Wow.
Yeah, so it has the dogs on there, and then it has like some paws underneath and stuff. Yeah.
Moneyline Mills is here today. Yeah, I like this NBA. I like these totals. You guys,
even though they need to have the white dog a lot bigger.
Yeah, well, yeah, but maybe that, and unless I'm sure a picture, you provide a picture, and
this one just heard her name.
I like those border collie videos where they have like 20 border collies and they call them one at a time. I guess other dogs too, but
That's
border
to get
collies
their
seem to
bone
be,
or whatever it is.
yeah, and they know their name and they all sit there, the 20 dogs, and they say like, Peter, Peter goes. All right, Nathan with a few more comments about that game. Hello, Latifa. All hail.
uh,
Latifa's here. All right, Stephen Mavs and over. Fernando Mavs money line. So I'm starting to get talking a few people into the Mavs a little bit. I don't want to talk you off of Mindy's play, everybody.
Talking them into it, Ramon.
It's going to be hard. We kind of want to use them on the premium side, and it's just tough because we know how much I do not want to ever lay points with the Mavericks, but all of a sudden it seems like this is the one spot to do it. But
all right,
yeah, Dallas said, Butterscotch said they'll disappoint. Okay, they like that hat.
Yeah, they think maybe I should buy you one.
Yeah, well, right. Nobody wants to look at my head, so. Okay, last game, NBA, Lakers and Clippers. The Clippers are a 4.5-point favorite. The total 230.
So the Lakers were getting 2. Now they're getting 4. I love it. I'm taking the Lakers. They're 5-1 against the spread in their last 6. Yeah, I'm gonna go with them today. Go Lakers after, what did they do? Give it up in overtime, or did they take it in overtime? It was one of those. Can't remember. They did not cover though.
All right, Mindy. I'm on the Lakers, man.
Let's go Lakers.
Gotta be the spot.
Get ourselves a 3-pack.
Lakers. 4.5
consensus play. Lakers.
Lakers. Yeah, it is because everyone in the chat's just going crazy with Lakers.
We haven't seen that kind of consensus in a while.
But Thomas Lewis, he can't lose.
That's right. He's taking that LA team.
He's taking Los Angeles. Oh no, he said right out there. Okay. I thought he was gonna leave it at that. Thought he was gonna leave it at just say Los Angeles. He's wondering about AD tonight. I don't think there's any situation. I think those guys are quite. They're listed as questionable, possible rest. To me, that does worry me actually. And I would say that, Mindy and I got to make this call right now. And, I'll take the Lakers with it, at this point. But, I will probably consider taking the Lakers if those guys sit and they end up getting them, 10 or 12 points.
Parlay J coming in with more props. It's amazing.
Oh, okay. Did I miss that?
No, it's coming.
It's a good brew,
yeah. Gritty, bruise, streaker.
No, Thomas, PG is out. PG is definitely out right now. Out until further notice. No timetable, I believe, is the status. So, yep. It does worry me, though, possible rest listed there for both LeBron and AD. Well, that's too bad, but we'll take them now, Mindy. We're going to be eating money if they don't play because, we're not going to be getting 10 or 12 points either. So, all right, let's get to the NHL. 3 games on the ice.
Okay.
Yesterday, a gazillion games on the ice. Let's take a look here with the Lightning and the Rangers. Vasilevsky, well, let's just fire up the goalie computer a little bit and just leave it at that for now. We do know the Rangers are a slight favorite here, going up to about $1.20, 6 under 15.
Well, I kind of like this Lightning team here today. I'm going to take them. They are 6-1 in their last 7 here. Also 5-1 in the last 6 meetings with the Rangers. I'm going to take them. I'm taking the Lightning.
All right, Mindy, take the Lightning on the road here against the Rangers. Let me pop the line back up there. Sorry, folks. Mindy taking the Lightning here on the road against the Rangers tonight. Just see if the goalies, only 3 games, so maybe we could find some goalie confirmation, but not yet. So, okay. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna go over in this one with the Rangers and the Lightning at 6. What's going on in the chat? Let's see here. Butterscotch on the Rangers. TJ wants to know the goalies. I'm listing Shesterkin right now. If you guys think something, I think these are the 2 goalies today. Stephen Beer wants the under, says no team will get over 3 goals here in this one. Parlay J says under 6.5. I don't know if we can get, I'd have to buy it up. Parlay J's got his own name. I don't know if he's going to stick with this, but he does have the lock in the sock. It might be, I've asked everyone. We've not done a good job. You guys do a great job in the chat. I've asked you to come up, though, with your own nickname. We can't just all, call it a lock. Or, well, we can, but here's the lock in the sock is Parlay J's, catchphrase. So Nathan hit a parlay yesterday. Latifa on the over with me. I'm on the over. Mindy's on the Lightning in this one. And TJ wants to go. It looks like he'll buy it up to 6.5. I don't see any 6.5. Let me see. Let me see if there's any 6.5s. I didn't think so when I looked at it earlier. No. In fact, it's getting heavily juiced further to the under. So I'm going to get a good price here. Rangers for Solo. Yeah, they're taking the over, it looks like. If that, I don't know if TJ is referring to that. And Vasilevsky's been resting, but I think he'll be in there today. Gary, player on the Rangers. And Nathan's going to take the Rangers plus the Rangers.
Oh,
Rangers times the Rangers.
Times the Rangers.
All we need, okay. All right. Mindy's on the Lightning. I'm on the over. Rangers and Lightning. Flames and Jets here. The Jets $1.30 now. 6 under 15.
I'm going to go over the total, Ramon, with the Flames and the Jets. Both teams 2-1 over their last 3. Flames putting up 4 goals a game. The Jets scoring 4 goals a game. Over here is 4-1 in the last 5 to the over. And on the road.
Yeah, they've been doing a little more scoring. I mean, when I think of course, the Jets, I want to go under most of the time. The Flames, man, they have been a money burner, haven't they? It doesn't matter home or away. I'd say it's been a disappointing season for the Flames, despite their position right now. I'm going to take the Jets. I think this is a great price. I think it's a great price in this one to take the Jets. Mindy's going to be on the over. I've got to have the Jets here at $1.30. Come on. What do you guys got in the chat? Thanks, Stephen. Great job today. Great job, Stephen. You held up the chat wonderfully. Butterscotch says the Jets, Calgary traveled from that game in Chicago, winning it. And now they're on a back-to-back. Good job, TJ. Make sure you get the right price. Corday says fade the Flames here. Parlay J on the Jets. Corday wasn't thrilled about your Lightning pick, it looks like.
Obviously.
Curtis says Jets on the puck line. I don't mind that at all, and that's a great price. Plus $1.75. That's a Curtis. That's a Curtis special right there. TJ on the Jets, and Latifa likes the over with you, Mindy. I'm not ready to commit to that. Again, I still feel like under always gets my call there, but man, I'm still gonna go with the Jets. I may like the over, Mindy, and I need to with this card. I just might need to save a play. If you guys can read between the lines, I mean, just spelling it out for you. But other game there. All right, let's move on to the final game. I need a premium. With 3 games, Mindy, I'd like to have a premium in hockey,
Yes.
right? Where we've been doing so well, but that gives us 2 plays. So that's okay.
Yes.
All right. Edmonton and the Ducks. Oh, poor Ducks. 345 total. 7.
I'm going to go under the total here and there in this one. Oilers are putting up 3.5 goals a game. Ducks are still having a hard time, 1 or 2 a game here. The under's 3-1-1. The Oilers last 5 and 4-0, and the Ducks last 4. Going to go under 7.
It's hard for me to go under in any of these Edmonton games. You know that. This probably could be the one. They maybe could shut them out. We saw what happened, in that Kings game.
Sure.
I just misfire. Should have seen it coming that it was going to be a defensive game. I just tried to roll with what usually happens with those teams. So here's Solo on the Oilers. This is what I'll take. I'll take Oilers puck line. And Corday, fade the Ducks. Yeah, well, you can say that again. Hey, here's Butterscotch minus 2.5 plus 114.
Going for it tonight. Going for it. All right.
That's the show, everybody.
Made it.
A lot.
Another one.
Yeah, 90 minutes of picks. TJ liked it too on that 2.5 puck line. Hey, thanks a lot, everyone. Back for another week here of Morning Steam, so we'll catch you tomorrow. Head on over to Tony'sPicks.com where Mindy's got her guaranteed NHL best bet right there on screen. She's going to whip up the plays for us here in just a moment so we can get them on screen, but they're ready to lay 3.5 goals with Edmonton now. They think it's an NBA game.
I guess.
Latifa, thank you for just stopping by. We know you probably wanted to go right to night. Thank you. Love that. So head on over to Tony'sPicks.com and use the promo code TonyT at checkout. Get ready, folks, for those My Baseball action. I've got Mindy's plays now from the show. So she's already got her baseball package up. So check out the Premium Picks tab over at Tony'sPicks.com where you'll find our premium picks. They're absolutely our best picks every day over at Tony's Picks, and use that promo code TonyT at checkout. Save 20%. For whatever reason, I can't click on the Premium Picks tab. It just doesn't seem to be working. Every other tab's work. Every other button's working, but the Premium Picks. Is that me, or is it something I need to tell the bosses? I don't know. So, click on the All Cappers tab. Find the handicapper of your choice. Click on their handicapper profile page and get signed up. Check me out over there where I'm up. I'm still Mr. 5,000. Yeah. Check out some of my premium pick packages, weekly, monthly, 7-day, or the yearly. Why not?
Thanks,
everybody. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out why Premium Picks tab doesn't. All right.
Operator error, Ramon.
Maybe it's just, but every other tab's working, so I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay, sorry about that. All right. Hey, why not check out the 2-for-1 capper promotion? You can get Mindy and I for pay for Mindy at full price. You get me as a discount capper here today. That's always a good way. We want to thank all of our subscribers that get the 2-for-1 capper promotion with Mindy and I. That's your best bet right there.
Right.
And follow all the plays on the morning steam. If you miss any of our plays, you can purchase those over at tonyspicks.com as well. We package them up, and that way, if you miss the show, you can still get our picks,
There
like
you go.
the Lakers, the Bulls under, and the Pacers in the NBA
Perfect.
and in Major League Baseball. Angels over, Tigers over, Rangers over,
What?
Mets over, Pirates run line, and Cubs under. And was that it, Mindy?
That's it.
Oh, we
Only
did not
3
have
plays in the National Hockey League. We each
Okay.
have a premium. That's what we got.
Yeah. Okay, good point. Smash and like. Thank you, everybody.
Right.
Smash and like. That helps a lot. Thank you, Corday. Thanks, everybody, for joining us here today. Really appreciate you guys sticking around for all these sports picks for 90 minutes. We're still 80 viewers in. That just makes me feel like we're doing the right thing, Mindy. Feels like we're on a long time, but we, not wasting too much. Hopefully, not wasting too much of anybody's time. Just giving away picks, a little bit of handicapping when there's time. Mindy always bringing the great info. All right, there's our money logo. That's not. I didn't want to say it, but
Vomit.
Some people get freaked out just by when you say it. You know how it is.
Gotcha.
You vomit money. Okay. Thanks, everybody. Good job. We'll see you tomorrow for more Morning Steam from Mindy Hahne. I'm Ramon Scott. Thank you for joining us.
See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.